Photos have emotions behind them. When you look at a photograph, it evokes emotion from you. No other form of art has the ability to evoke an emotion instantaneously. Whether happy, sad, or funny, photography as an art creates emotion that is critical in the human story. My name is Grant Summer, and today I want to tell you why you should own a camera that's not your smartphone. As far as my credibility goes for the subject, I've been taking pictures on DSLR, mirrorless, and film cameras for over 7 years. I've also used this art form as a way to relieve stress, get out into some fresh air, and just get away from the world for a little bit. Today I'll be telling you about some of the capabilities of a camera that a smartphone camera can't do. I'll also be telling you about the external benefits of owning a camera, as well as the internal and emotional benefits of owning a camera. There's many things that a digital camera can do that a smartphone camera simply can't keep up with. These days, pretty much everyone has a smartphone. To start off, let's talk about zoom. Now, in a smartphone camera, they use what's called a digital zoom instead of an optical zoom. This means when you zoom in, your quality of your photo is actually getting a lot worse. Whereas with a digital camera or a mirrorless camera where you have a lens, when you're zooming in on something, you're not losing any quality of that photo, it's still staying just as sharp. You notice when you take a picture on a smartphone that's all the way zoomed in, it's usually very pixelated and blurry, and it's never a very good photo. With a nice long lens, you'll actually be able to take really good long photos that are far away, and you're not losing any of that quality. Some days a smartphone camera can actually take really good photos, but other times not. When you get a nice digital camera, you have manual control, so you'll be able to adjust every single setting to make it look really nice outside. If it's super dark outside, you can adjust for that. Whereas on a camera that's on your phone, you're very limited to how much you can actually change. There are many reasons why you would not want the camera tied to what you use every single day. Imagine if you were going to go take a very important family picture just at the right moment and your phone dies. You have nothing else to use to take a picture of. On a digital camera, these batteries often last for months on months, depending on how often you use it. For example, I only have to recharge this battery once every 2 months or so, and I'm using this camera quite often. There's also the issue of storage. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to take a picture and I get the notification, storage almost full. When you have a DSLR or digital camera, you don't have to worry about that because the memory card's completely separate from your phone. So you don't have to worry about deleting photos or apps or important videos of your cousin doing a weird backflip on a trampoline. You'll always have storage on here that's never connected to your phone. Now that I've told you why a smartphone camera just won't work in your life, let me tell you about some of the external benefits of owning a digital camera. There are many benefits to owning a digital camera. One of the most important is preserving memories. Now, of the people that responded to my survey, 90% of you said that you took a lot of pictures on your family vacation. Now, if you're taking pictures on your family vacation, wouldn't you want them to be nice, high-quality images and not crappy cell phone pictures? Another external benefit you can have from owning a digital camera is the opportunity for financial gain. From senior photos, portraits,
take the damn picture!
to professional headshots,
Alright, that's good. It's hard to trace, I guess.
I've made hundreds of dollars in taking pictures for people. It's a great way to get a return on your investment for your digital camera. If you want to make money taking pictures, nobody is going to pay for you to take pictures when you're using your smartphone. To quote Tony Northrup, famous portrait photographer, you have to have gear to match your asking price. If you're not using a camera that looks good on the outside and is outputting great photos, you're not going to make money. You might be thinking to yourself, cameras are expensive as hell, but most camera kits start around $150, and it's really easy to slowly upgrade whether it be a lens or a new body. That's much less than your stimulus check that you just got. To quote Isabel Shandies, a world-renowned professional photographer, in her book, Photography, The Art of Deception, start cheap. Get a horrible camera that forces you to learn the hard way, then slowly master each next step. It's not the gear that defines the photographer, but their creative ability. Of course, there's going to be external and financial benefits of owning a nice camera, but what about internal and personal benefits? As with any hobby, you usually get something personal and emotional out of it. Photography is no different. A great way to relieve stress is to go out and take pictures. Whether it's a final exam coming up, something you're having a problem with at home, or just you need to get out, going out and taking pictures is one of the easiest ways to go and reduce stress. With photography, you're only focusing on one thing, what's inside the viewfinder. When you're focusing on the viewfinder, the only thing you have to worry about is what you're seeing. You don't have to think about the stresses of home, whether it's work life, social life. None of that matters right now. What matters is that you're taking a good picture and you're relieving stress through taking pictures. By learning a skill that's outside your major, you're able to widen your horizons. With photography, you can start off really easy. There's even an auto mode. Eventually, as you slowly learn more, you'll be able to go in and adjust the settings to a bit more manual. When you really get going into your major, almost everything in your life is surrounded by what that major is. For example, for teaching, all of your classes are going to be education-based, and as your free time, you're mostly going to be grading papers, and you're going to be in classrooms teaching kids. Sometimes it's nice to break away from what you're doing all the time and do something new. Photography can get you away from the stressors in your life and the same old rut. During times like a pandemic when you're cooped up at home all day, wouldn't it be nice to have a hobby that's going to get you out of the house and still let you be 6 feet away from people? In times when life is uncertain and unknown, you need a hobby that's going to help you stay sane in all this. Today I've told you just a little bit about why a smartphone camera simply won't keep up with a digital camera. I've told you about some of the external benefits of a digital camera, and I've also told you about some of the internal and emotional benefits that a camera can provide you. Pictures are glimpses of the past. They show us a single still moment. While it's easy to recall a memory from a short time ago, in a couple of years you will want nice pictures to help you recall those times. As someone who has taken family photos, events, and used my camera for mental health, having a nice camera in your life is one of the best things you can do. I've met countless people, gone on countless adventures, and made countless memories. Just because I decided to pick up a camera one day and start clicking the shutter.